Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Bible Study Minute. Today we're taking a look at Romans chapters 3 and 4. And Romans 3 continues Paul's argument, showing that everyone is under sin, whether you're a Jew or a Gentile. Everyone is guilty of sin, and we are all worthy of God's wrath. And especially for the Jews, even though they have the law, that is no advantage to them because they're still sinners and they are in need of God's righteousness. And Paul even explains that the purpose of the law is to reveal sin, and it doesn't make us righteous. And then he tells us that the only way that we are made righteous is by faith in Jesus Christ, the one who died for our trespasses and then was raised for our justification, which we see in Romans chapter 4, around verse 25. And what we see here is Paul then using that argument of our justification and our righteousness coming by faith by giving us the example of Abraham. And so Abraham is our spiritual father. He's also the father of the Jewish nation. And what we see here is Paul explains that Abraham was called righteous by God and then says, okay, when did this act happen? Was it before or after his circumcision? And he is very clear in saying that it was before he was circumcised. And then the circumcision was a seal of that righteousness. And so he uses that to say that then we can't say that his circumcision is what made him righteous. And so it was by faith that he was made righteous, his faith in God and what God had promised him. And then we see how he lived that out in his life. And therefore, he is the father of those who have faith. And it is those who have faith that are made righteous. And our faith is in Jesus Christ and the work that he did. So that's the argument that Paul is making here, showing that number one, we are all under sin. And then two, in order for us to be made right with God, it is only through faith in Jesus Christ. There's nothing that we can do on our own to be made righteous and to be justified. So that's what I want you to take away from this passage, is to see the example of Abraham and know that there's nothing that we can do on our own, and that it's only through faith in Christ.